welcome to our show. It's April Davidson, and this is Valley Varieties with April Davidson. Today I have some guests with me. They're from Central Valley Plant Pals. And so who do we have today? We have Lisa. And
Nicole.
Very nice to have you guys. And so I'm going to go ahead and let them tell you a little bit about what they do. And so who wants to start?
I could start. We are a group on Facebook. It's the Central Valley Plant Pals. We take anybody that's novice on the plants, or it could be a beginner, and we want to see your plants excel. We want them to live. We want them to thrive, and that's the overall goal.
So I actually am a member of their Facebook group, and I see that you guys are exchanging a lot of clippings and pictures, and you guys, Lisa here actually brought these from her front yard. These are very beautiful. I'd like to show them off a little bit. They do a lot of different pictures, they do parties, they do a lot of exciting things. Lisa, you're always posting pictures of clippings that you're getting from people. How are you getting those clippings?
We swap clippings, or I'm giving clippings, and she's mailing clippings. And
Mailing?
That was our main thing when we first decided to start the group, that we were going to make it a fun group where people wouldn't sell, so we wouldn't be responsible for that part, but to share our clippings, because we have so many, and she's very knowledgeable, very, 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 compared to me. And she... So we met after we started the group. We were first private messaging because we met in another group. We found out we were in the same state, and we thought, wow, it would be fun to start a group just in Central California or California. But there are a few people that are out of state, but that's fine, because at the beginning we didn't know how to work the Facebook right, and they're just as fun.
I'm trying to learn it still too.
Yeah. And some have moved out of state, and they're still in the group, which is awesome, because
That's
then
great.
we get to see plants from other states.
Wow.
But the main thing was we wanted to get to know them at a level to where we meet them, but make it a safe environment.
Yes, definitely.
And so selling wouldn't have been safe, because people would be complaining to us about. And there's plenty of groups out there, amazing groups that we're also in, that they sell and they do different things. But ours, we're trying to make ours unique, and it's family oriented, no foul language, nothing vulgar, and because children do see it.
I did notice you have a lot of children in your pictures.
And we love it because these kids are wanting to plant. And it's just
great.
And at their age, I think there's a 4-year-old, 4 or 5-year-old.
Never too early to start a great hobby.
Yeah.
Never too early.
And it's something that you can do with your family or your parents.
Yes.
And these kids they're amazing. They come over and they give me big hugs, and they get a clipping, or they come and bring me a little plant. And I thought, oh, this is so perfect.
That probably melts your heart.
Yes, I love it. I love the family style. And we do, what is it? Contest.
Oh, contests. How fun. So tell me a little bit about those.
One of the ones that we had was guess what day it was, plant orientated. So it was I think it was Arbor Day or something like that, like a number.
Okay.
But it has to do with something with plants. And it happened to land on Arbor Day, and whoever guessed it, they got, I think it was a silver satin pothos clipping.
Very nice.
And yeah,
that sounds beautiful.
Entertaining, yet educational as well, and then you get something out of it, which is a beautiful plant.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it may not be the full plant, it's a clipping, but you get to grow it up from baby and know it from baby on.
Yeah.
That's right, because I've learned a lot about that you can actually take those clippings and you're able to, is it cultivate? No, what is it?
Propagate.
Propagate. Okay, I knew it had a
But
gate
you have
at the
to
end.
cultivate and then propagate.
Cultivate, then propagate.
Yeah.
I can't even say that word, propagate.
Yeah.
And then, so you guys just had an anniversary pass not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
So it's your 1 year?
1 year we've been
That's
on Facebook.
great.
And then February 14th was the year that me and her actually met up in person and
That is
had
so-
this going.
Oh, that's
And of course,
so
we met
great.
up at a nursery.
Very nice.
So
Yeah.
that was pretty cool.
Oh, we spent all day long. We didn't have no other time for going to dinner on Valentine's Day or doing anything like that. We were plant shopping. It's serious business.
Yeah.
It is serious.
Full wagon and all.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
that's
was really neat,
great.
though.
And so, did you guys come up with a name together, or how did you guys? Who came up with the name?
I think we both kept throwing it around.
Okay.
After we met in another group, we private messaged each other.
Okay,
And we started throwing names around until we decided which one it was.
that's
So
great.
January 24th is our anniversary, and then February 14th is when we met. So we thought, well, we better meet at least, so
Make
because
sure
we're both
not,
the administrators of it.
crazies or anything.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's
Oh,
crazies
you never
everywhere.
know.
So I was kind of leery of her when I saw her. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No.
You never know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just a fun group. Everybody posts a lot every day. There's
I
so
see
many
that.
amazing pictures out there, even with their dogs and their child. And it's just, I've met so many nice people out there, so many just amazing ladies and so giving. So giving. We're actually talking about doing an outreach where we are going to take a plant to somebody, maybe an elderly widow, and do something in their lawn or something.
Random
Yeah.
active
Mhm.
plantness.
Yeah, yeah. I think that would be
like
amazing
that.
just to put something into the community with our group. So-
That's a very, very, very good idea.
Yeah, so that's going to be happening soon. There's some people that are excited about it that commented and said they were going to be involved in it also.
So how
So-
will you pick who
Well,
you do this for?
We're not sure. I'm in Hands in the Community,
Okay.
and so I've been volunteering there for years. And sometimes my husband will go mow the lawn, and
Okay.
sometimes I'll go with him.
Okay.
And they like mostly mobile home parks where the ladies are.
Okay.
So I might call them. I'm not sure how we're going to pick yet, but I might call them, maybe do it a yearly thing
Yes.
and find out who's in need,
I see.
because there's a lot of people in need, and plants are there's
It's life.
yeah.
It's
mhm.
therapeutic.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very therapeutic.
I told you I'm an artist, right?
Oh, I've always known you're an artist.
Okay, well, let me show you a picture of one of the plant pals that I met. See this?
Aw.
I love her. And we know that gardening is a form of exercise, and it's been proven to reduce stress and blood pressure and cholesterol and decrease loneliness and depression.
Depression.
So I thought, wow, this would be an amazing thing to do. And so we know that the plants absorb carbon dioxide.
Yes, they do.
Okay, so it releases the oxygen in the leaves, and that's what we need to breathe,
Yes.
humans and animals. And it makes us feel better and gives us more energy, except to clean the house, I've heard.
Oh man, I was gonna put a bunch of plants in my house.
I don't know, you're going to want to plant that baby to plant that baby to plant that baby. Plus, having plants in the office also can help you health-wise, mental-wise.
Oh, I believe
and
it.
improve your mental health and physical health.
Oh, I believe
So
it.
that's one thing that's, whenever I'm going through something and I'm planting or I'm propagating or I'm repotting, it just takes me away from whatever I'm stressing on.
Okay,
And so it just
I
helps.
believe it.
And they give you what you put in. If you
Yeah,
take care
yeah.
of them, you do what they need,
Mhm.
they reward you
Yeah.
by giving you new growth
I-
and showing you that they're
I
happy
love
and
that.
showing you
Yes.
that they are
Mhm.
flowering.
Look what I
or-
did. I do that.
I
it's
did
better
that,
than
yeah.
having a baby, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hi, Anita. I love you. My daughter.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love
It's a
that.
lot more pleasant than having a baby, I would have to say. You
Yeah.
just bring them home, and then they're beautiful, and you don't no recovery.
And you can name them.
Yeah,
and-
exactly. You can have as many as you want, and they don't complain to
Yeah,
you.
they don't
You don't have to pay for
complain. And
college.
they don't-
Exactly.
They don't talk back. They won't
Yeah,
wash
the
dishes,
talking
but
back. They
And
won't
they
wash
won't
dishes.
do dishes.
They clean the air. I
they
mean,
ruin your nails.
They do.
I had to cover
that.
my nails real quick before I came.
Oh my goodness gracious! You guys have me cracking
It's just
up.
awesome to do. I mean, every morning I wake up. One of our plant pals found out there was a yard sale, an estate sale, and
I love estate sales.
I have back problems, so I was in bed, and I didn't know she came over with her truck load of pots that she went to this
Oh my
estate sale. The whole
gosh.
truck was loaded with pots.
Oh my
The
gosh.
terracotta pots, the best.
Wow.
And so when I finally got up and went to this estate sale, the lady said that her mom passed away. And she said that her mom, while she was in her bed, her last few weeks, kept saying, "What's blooming out there? Can you tell me what's blooming?" And I won't forget that. I just think it's so awesome that this,
she
it was a-
wanted to know what was going on out
how
there.
her plant babies were doing. And it's just an honor to go and get these plants from somebody that loved them just as much.
Yes.
So it was just
Yes.
awesome. And so many people went over there from the group. And we do that. We share where there's sales, where you got the best deal. Look what I got. This is, and
Oh yeah, I've
it's
noticed
just-
that on the page as well. Yes,
Yeah.
I see that a lot.
yeah, so it's just awesome.
Or if they're trimming back their front yard, or if we're trimming back a house plant or something, these are usually going to go in the trash. It's a free for all. You can have
Yeah.
anything. If you'd like me to send it to you, if you'd want to come pick it up,
Yeah.
I mean, we would rather see, instead of throwing them in the trash. I mean, because plants need haircuts sometimes just to be healthy. And when you throw them in the trash, it's like throwing away like parts of your baby.
Yeah.
And if you can give it to someone else and have it be an adult plant, have it thrive and do well, or even if it dies, they lived and they learned,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
it's a learning process, and
Yeah.
I mean, everybody will get a shot. I mean, it's like a pothos. You can get, I have one I need to trim right now, and I'm thinking I could probably give 20 to 20 different people, and they would have a nice plant afterwards.
That's
And
amazing.
I moved
Yeah.
my pothos, and they started drying up and wilting, and I went, okay, so I need to clean this, and it was very, very bushy. So I started picking them, and my friend, he was a friend of ours that does handyman service at our house, right? And he said, "Let me have those," and I went, "Are you sure? I'm going to throw them away." And this was a couple of years ago, and he goes, "No, I'll take them." And so I said, "All right." So I thought, and then he left, so I put them in water, and they came back. I couldn't believe it. They came back just as healthy.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So there's times where you look at something, you're going, "Oh no, that's dead," but just clean it up, put it back in soil, or
Just give it
put
some
it in
tender
water
loving
for
care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And
Yeah.
so, I just out of curiosity, how do you mail these clippings?
It's hard. I try and find whatever extra box I have left over,
Okay.
because then I'll do like a bubble sealer. But as long as there's like a little box so that the clippings can't get squished,
Okay.
and then I kind of like tape it in there so they don't like jostle around a little bit. That seems to be like the best way.
Okay.
The plant, like a full plant that I've sent, was the hardest because
Okay.
I didn't want the soil to fall
Yes,
out, and I didn't
definitely.
want the leaves to look crazy. And so what I did was I put like tissue paper in the top where the soil was,
Oh,
and then I
okay.
taped it down, and then I put a stick in the pot so that it wouldn't fall on its top if it were to like turn around, and then just tape the plant into it, and then it came out pretty well.
Very nice.
And that seemed to be how they sent plants to me as well, from like Etsy and stuff like that when
Okay.
I ordered. So I mean, it works. There are some times where they do go through shock, because sometimes you have to watch, like
Oh,
if
yeah.
it's frost
Yeah.
or something in the area that it's being shipped to.
Okay.
But I mean, if it's local, I mean, it's pretty easy, like shipping seeds as well, and like just a regular Valentine's Day card or something like that.
Oh, we did that too for
Yeah.
Valentine's Day. Huh?
Valentine's Day, and then
And
for
for
Christmas,
Christmas.
we sent
Oh.
seeds and
We-
cards to
people
whoever
said-
wanted to.
Whoever wanted to join in on it. So they would give me all the addresses. So I had everybody's address. I thought, awesome, I got everybody's address. I'm going to send them all one. So I was able to send them all one with a package of seeds. And so we coupled them up. And so one person sent to the other, and they sent to another not the same ones.
Oh my
So it was pretty
gosh.
neat. That one was awesome. And then the Valentine's one turned out really well too. It
Oh,
was
how
just-
fun.
Yeah.
So it was like a gift exchange.
Yeah.
Or Secret Santa.
A
Yeah.
Secret Santa. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay, and so what kind of seeds did you end up with? Did you end up with a bunch
I
of
have
different
so
kinds?
many, yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, how fun.
Yeah, it is.
That must have been so much fun opening all those envelopes and being curious
Yeah.
as to what you were getting. Aww.
Because I didn't expect it. I didn't
Yeah.
expect them because I coupled just one with me,
Yeah.
but I got a few extras. And I've actually gotten thank you cards for blessing me with this plant and because I have some family
Yes.
that I have not met and I'm talking to them now and or I have met them but it's been years. And one particular family, they're awesome. They sent me a card because my aunt passed away, I want to say 12, 13 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And I was doing plants before that, but when she passed away, her sisters didn't take care of plants. And so they gave them to me.
Oh, okay.
So within the years, I have more and more and more babies. And I've had so many. So I was able to bless her grandchildren
Very
with
nice.
plants. And they're into plants. And it's so perfect. So they get to have plants from their grandma
Very nice.
years later that they never knew they were going to get. So it's just pretty neat.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
hmm
That's such a blessing. That's what I've seen some of your pictures you've posted with you doing, like, I believe I saw one of a teapot that you had that you had done like a plant with. Do you know which one I'm talking
Yes.
about? Okay, tell me a little bit about that.
That's one of them that was my aunt's.
Okay.
And so I put different types of succulents in it, and I was able to bless her grandson with it.
Oh, that's great. Okay. And so tell me about these parties.
Oh, yeah. Well, the first party we had at my house, and
How many people showed up?
around 40. Around 40. It was just
Around
amazing.
40
Mhm.
people.
And it wasn't like, come on in, we're having a party. Everybody brought something. I mean, I was getting hostess gifts I didn't expect. Somebody made me a pot holder with Central Valley Plant Pals embroidered in it. It's
Oh
really neat.
my gosh.
Somebody brought homemade tortillas, and I did the meal. And so it was perfect for 40 people, and they were coming around. And we had a few vendors, and that was awesome too.
Very
And
nice.
so this next party that we're having it at Mooney's Grove Park. And there's going to be around 100. We're expecting around 100. And so, and that's with their spouses and children. and all that.
Right.
But we're, my nephew's barbecuing, and my husband
Oh
and I
my
are
gosh.
volunteering all the meat, and then they're all bringing side dishes.
Wow.
So we're going to have contests there, decorating contests, games and prizes, and it's just a lot of fun. And it's right next to the playground and the boat rides and all that, so it's a perfect
great.
area.
Oh my goodness gracious. That sounds like a
So
ton
yeah,
of
it was.
fun.
I threw a lot of family get-together parties, but this one was overwhelmingly heartwarming.
Oh, I
I
can't
couldn't
even imagine.
believe how many people actually came to the party.
Yes.
And then other people were like, "We missed that,"
Yeah.
so it was really
Oh,
neat.
man.
We missed her. We missed
Yeah.
Nicole.
Yeah.
So what are your plans? What are your goals like right now with
Our goals, like, there are other plant groups on Facebook. We like to keep it wholesome. We like to keep it where the kids can see it. There are certain days of the month or of the year that certain plant groups post inappropriate things, and they think that it's okay. Ours does not.
Oh.
It's with their plants, but that's not what we are. We are family oriented. We
Okay.
want the children in the garden. It is therapeutic. It is great. We just want to promote growth and have our plants thrive and not be mean to people if they are happening to do it wrong, or if they were misinformed or something. We are very polite. Oh, that's a bummer. That's probably not gonna grow. I'm sorry.
That would be me.
But it's okay. It's a learning lesson. Don't be discouraged. I
Right.
mean,
Yeah.
I have a whole bunch of houseplants that thrive now, but I have a lot of dead ones under my belt too.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
And I still kill them, you know, and I work in a nursery and I have a bunch of houseplants that thrive, and my cultivar is very finicky and I take very good care of them, but shoot, I cannot keep certain plants that are supposed to be super easy. I just kill them off.
Yeah.
Fern, oh, I killed that sucker. Oh my goodness gracious. You don't like me. You don't like me. I don't like you. I will not have you in my house. So, you know, but then again, I can take care of a calathea, which wants a 60% humidity in the room at all times, and it can't drop below 50 degrees,
Oh my
and you have to
gosh.
keep them consistently moist, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like you pick and choose. I mean, it's really what you like. You take care of what you like, and they kind of like you too. And if they don't like you, well, you kill them, and then you move on to the next
Okay.
plant. I mean,
She's the first gal I've ever met that lets ladybugs go in her house. And I've heard that many times.
it's a natural insect, not repellent. They massacre like the aphids and
Yes.
the spider mites. I mean, it's
Yes.
just, you'll see them come upon a mass of aphids, and they're just like, no, tearing
Yeah.
into them, and it's
Right.
great. Like, but I do release them in the house. When I released the praying mantises for the first time, it was like this little like brown sack thing, and I was like, okay, one or two of them's gonna pop out, and it's gonna be great. It was like 400 of them suckers all over everywhere, and I was like, instant regret. This is so terrible. Oh my, I'm gonna start smashing. I'm gonna do something. Well, I procrastinated, and I went and had some coffee, and I went outside to go breathe, and by the time I was back, they were gone, and I was like,
Oh no.
oh
Okay.
my goodness gracious. Well, this was a bad idea. They're gonna take me off in the middle of the night. And
Oh my gosh.
there was one praying mantis that I seen after that.
Oh, wow.
Never again did they try and fly at me. Did I squish them or step on them or accidentally have my hair get munched in them or something? Never once. But I did find out that praying mantises eat each other, so I'm
Okay.
thinking that Mr. Big Praying Mantis that I
Ate the
had ate his brothers and sisters. So that's unfortunate, you know, but
Well, I'm glad
he
you
was
didn't
well
name
fed.
them.
No, I didn't.
You are a brave
He was
woman.
a trooper. My plants
haven't
were
gotten through
clean
that.
because I did have a fight with spider mites for a
Okay.
really long time, and it decimates plants.
Okay.
I mean, you'll have a beautiful plant, and then within 3 days you won't have a beautiful
Yeah.
plant anymore, and
my gosh.
super sad and droopy, and then crispy, and then trash. You know.
Yeah.
So I would try. I have kids in the house, so I didn't want to like be spraying bonite or stuff in the house, which not necessarily it's bad for them, but I just didn't want it in the air or anything. If it gets nitty gritty, if my plants are dying, even though the ladybugs and the praying mantises are in there, I'm spraying because
Yeah.
those are my babies too.
Yeah.
And but it's a last resort, so I
Okay.
do try and keep it natural. And then once I think that the ladybugs and the praying mantises are gone, then I will start going in and spraying when they're not available in the store. Because right now they're readily available. You can buy ladybugs, you can buy praying mantises, you can buy white lace wings. I do believe I have not tried those. I was thinking of it, but they fly, and I'm thinking that's more hazardous to me seeing them. 'Cause
Okay.
as long as I don't see them, it's okay in my house.
Now,
type of
where
thing.
do you buy those at?
You could buy them at Ace Hardware. You could buy them
Okay.
at like a nursery.
At a nursery,
we-
okay.
Yeah, exactly. So
How many plants do you have in your house?
I have about. I don't have a set number. It's about 130, I think, now. So with the winter
Wow.
and losing some plants, I do have a good amount still left. But, every once in a while you do have ones that die
Yeah.
or ones that you accidentally forgot about to water, like, for 3 weeks and it's not coming back.
Yeah.
But, I was a stay-at-home mom with 2 boys, and I had the time to take care of all of those plants. I did get a job in a nursery, and it's a little bit harder. I take care of plants at work, and I take care of plants at home now, but I've gotten into the groove of it, and it's pretty nice now. Everything is leveled out. Nothing has died anymore.
No,
so
that's great.
Pretty good.
Yeah, the winter really got some of mine.
Oh, yeah.
Aw.
And the winter, you never know, too. Like, it's just, they don't get enough sunlight. You have to cram everything up against the window and make sure
Yes.
that they're getting the healthy amount. And it's normally your outside garden is sleeping in the winter, so I
Yes.
mean, so should your houseplants, but they just keep on going.
They just keep going.
Yeah.
That's right. So, is there anything else you guys would like to share today?
Add us on Facebook. We're Central Valley
yeah.
Plant
Oh,
Pals.
yes.
We would love to have you at our party.
Yeah, our
Yeah.
party
And
is
so,
fun.
where can they find you at?
It's Central Valley Plant Pals on Facebook.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Well, thank you guys
Thank
so much for
you.
coming.
Good to see
And
you.
I hope you guys
Nice
come
meeting
back again.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Thank you so much.